get everything up for fertilisation by the time the harvesting comes around with a bit of luck. And hopefully, as we come down the other end here, it's going to be long enough of a row so I can quickly have a bio break, and by the time I get back we haven't finished the row here. So either I'm going to end up halfway across the map or not. So I'll turn around and start it, and I'll quickly dash off and I'll be back. Like I said, hopefully before I get to the end of the row. This time I'm not going to skip, I'm just going to come down the next row.
Roger.
Mind you, skipping is probably not a bad idea really, because it's oh no, it's not. Don't worry about it. I take that back. It's easier for you to do a turn than it is for me.
I keep forgetting this thing also does have an alternate steering mode where the cab will shuffle independent of the body.
Alright, I'm going to chuck it down to, if my accelerator doesn't work, I'm going to stop it, accelerator. Stop! Crying out loud. Chuck it down to 11 and I'll be back soon, and hopefully you can catch up. How's that for timing? And I see the problem is we are going to need to alternate. You might as well empty out to me and I'll do the last row. Because I seem to have emptied out into you, I'm guessing.
Yeah, when I nudged up against you, I'll get you to get yourself started. Because I think some strange reason, according to my screen, you were slightly out of alignment. Your like one side was missing about a hand's worth of crop, and then the other side was sort of leaving it behind, like the actual collection was out of centre.
I'll just see if there's a... Oh, I'm on cruise control, that's why I was moving while I was checking that. Try that again. 45 degrees, no offset, nothing, everything else is all good, so I should be fine. That's just weird. What's my steering there? Actually, this might have a steering thing to it. All-wheel steer. That's fine as well. Yeah, everything's all good.
Curiously, yours is 5.400, mine's only 5.4. That's it, not that much decimal points.
I don't think that should make a difference, to be honest. We'll just get rid of that and go like that. That goes automatically back to that. Right, while that's doing that, I'm going to pick up my pedals and give them a bit of a shake, see if that will remedy my problem with the extremely sticky acceleration at the moment. And probably have to line them back up Get myself in the right position. Things are good. Right, let's see. Come on, get it together, Patrio. Yep, you're all done. And I'll click over the 60% hopefully before we get to the end there, and that would mean, well, it doesn't really matter if he comes to me or not, I suppose, but there we go, 60%. He's rolling backwards. And then we've got to take these back, give them a wash, because we've run out of things to do for this. We're going to find other jobs. Oh, Jeff, we get through the season pretty quick. The only problem is running out of money, but if we can get through the season pretty quick. We can get into a proper season with hopefully good growth. Alright, now with him, I'm going to stop him. We're going to send him off to deliver at the warehouse, and then I will grab him and bring back the windy shores of Laboo, which is nowhere near any water. Reset that. And I'm off. Hopefully he can figure out where to go. Backwards, apparently. Well, I'm using the accelerator pedal now. Here's another question. Have I got a... Oh, I do. Look at that. Alright, I can make it to the boo. How about you? Mind you.
Nothing to watch out for is the southwest corner of 72, where I'm at the moment. Last time I tried to get on a drive, it got hung up on the bridge.
Just try turning the cornering speed down and the look ahead distance. I wonder if he's all good in the look ahead. 8 meters. That's all good. That's the highest it will go. The cornering speeds, I've got it at 60% on this one.
Yeah, it wasn't a the bridge is on a straightaway. I think it was just because they were a little bit too far to one side.
Oh, okay, so I might have to move the
Waypoint, yeah.
Yeah. Just pain, because those ones are a bit of a pain in the backside, because I wanted to set it up so two
vehicles cross, yeah.
Yeah, at the same time. But we might have to take the risk. I mean, the odds of that happening compared to these guys getting hung up every single time they go across it, I'd rather have the rear event than the common event happening. Well, how far away is that bridge? I mean, it's just down the road here, isn't it? Because he's going to take a left here. Is my guess. What are you doing, you weirdo?
Well, it's 30 centimetres shorter, so he's taking the shortest route.
Yeah, centimetres shorter, but he's doing it at 30% slower speed as well.
Yeah, that is one that catches me off guard with the lead dangerous. I keep making the mistake of setting where I want to go in the nav computer. So like, okay, you'll make 3 jumps and you'll be there. Sweet, no worries. Oh, whilst I'm here, I'll just load my cargo hold full of tonnage. Sorry, you can't make that jump. You got way too much. Oh yeah, back into the map, reset the route.
got stuck on that corner because he went the wrong way. So there's another thing I gotta fix. Thank goodness these things have got no collision. What options have we got here for them to routes to go?
For a small lane through a village at the corner of a field, that particular little zigzag seems to be a bit of a major thoroughfare.
That's what he needs. He needs a... Oh, I went over the bridge, okay. That's the bridge you're talking about. Need a thing that... A line, because we've got obviously the green one for going in one direction. We've got the blue one, you can go both directions. You need one where it says a secondary.
Yeah, there is the option for that one. Avoid unless it has to. Can't remember if it was wheel click or both mouse buttons at the same time when you go to course record.
Oh, okay.
It's like a sidetrack option, so yeah, if you have, well, I suppose for example, you'd put like a main road around the bill and make sidetracks within the bill. So
I get you. Yeah, I know what you mean. So they'll take the main road and avoid this unless they have to go to a checkpoint that's here, which might explain that extra colour that I looked at that was coming up every now and then. When I was recording the courses, it was sort of like a very, very light brown colour. So I thought I attributed it to reversing. Maybe it isn't. We have to look at that. Mind you, FS22 coming out, so... But every now and then I suppose at some stage we're going to have to organise our guys when we get to the goal of having our workers do all the work for a year, and we can work on our farms. When I say we, I mean me, because Patrio doesn't have one, and we take turns organising our workers per day, which is also a good idea when we had Smudo here. I've just figured a problem out with one of the fields of my plan of what I want to do at the end of the year. I've got that field that I landscaped. Now if I go reset that field, that landscaping's going to be gone. What field was that? That was field, it was 22, wasn't it? Or 24? 24. It's currently cultivated, so that's all right, because that could be either a summer crop or something like that. It's not a big deal. Now the reason I was on auto drive actually was to check the contracts to see what our next job was. The other thing I could do is we could skip a day, because every now and then in a business you will have a day, even in your busiest periods, where you have a day where you can actually go home early, because for some reason there's not enough jobs that day, because everyone doesn't want the job finished that day, they want the job started the next day, and then the next day you're overloaded with things to do.
Which way was it for, given the cloudy weather at the moment, was what's the weather report say for tomorrow, and the fact that we are at 5 o'clock in the hour, so it's not a terrible hour to be hitting the hay.
We will need to fast forward it. Oh, I forgot to add that mod on so I can keep an eye on the silage tail. Yeah. I can't believe I didn't have that on. I really can't. I'm absolutely 100% sure that was on and that I had set it for this. It's interesting I didn't have one problem with me accelerator sticking, so it's definitely got to be one of the wires. Ah, ideal. Alright, would I be able to get you to put this away for me, this Pterodos, and the truck that's in the way there while I go sort out field 2?
No dramas. Also the silage, pink ones on the corner of the bale. The loose ones next to the silo, the small yard, I'll use my words. They're all silage now.
Yeah, I imagine all of them are, but it's been quite a bit of time. This actually hasn't finished its field yet, so I'll finish it off. Yeah, mate, you can go and have a nice early day, and I'll finish this off for you. Thanks, boss. Well, this gonna need fuel, it's gonna need a repair. What's the state of the header? The header's gonna need repairing too. Ooh, which is something we've got to keep an eye on. Do we with the contracts? I'm not sure. Does it have an effect with the contract? Alright, let's just stop that. Let's make sure it's all of the right...
I imagine so, because it would be a factor of the combine and the header reducing the total litre-each intake, so even though there will be plenty of allowance for degraded equipment to complete a job, yeah, I imagine it'd be cutting into the overhead profits.
Yeah, but I was thinking that they have something that doesn't get affected when it comes to contracts, because a few times you get, when doing contracts, you get the equipment when you borrow it straight from the contracts that have already done a few hours and repair state's quite down. I mean, we're okay because it did say it finished the contract on field 2, I believe. Oh no, it's still active, but we're at 95%. So wait and see. Right, let's have a look at some contracts while we're going up the road here and see what actually, if at the time of day, innit? I was thinking maybe you could do field 53 with the harvester. It's just down the road here, you can get it started.
What's the crop type?
Oat. And how's the... Oh, it's fully fertilised though. So it'll take a bit of time to do that. Well, we could probably carry on in the next day. So you could probably get it started and then I can come down because this is almost done. Give you a hand. And then at the end of the day we could start it the next day. Carry on finishing off the next day. Alright.
Don't forget to accept it.
Yeah, I'll do that right now. Harvesting oat on field 53. Accept. Harvesting 73, 15 grand. 97% for the barley on this one. Obviously I'm going to need to go back and fill this up with fuel and give it a quick repair, I think. Or maybe I'll... should I? Or should I just fill it up? Oh, I'll be there, I might as well repair it. What's the state on that harvester?
46 for the harvester. I think the header was like 60.
Alright. Yeah, it'll be alright. I might just set this one up. I probably don't need cosplay up anymore, do I? I've still got to do that. I've still got. Well, actually, I should do it now while I'm going up and down the fields here. What do we got? So we got field 02. You're gonna create a new folder? Yeah, I am actually. Field 01. I don't know what happened to the folders that I'd already created. Bit of a pain, isn't it? Alright, create new folder. F03. Oh, there was a gap. Oh, it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's all good. I don't really need a gap. Can't really rename it either, can I? Anyway, F04. I've only got another 90 of these to go. F05. F06. Sort of getting the pattern that's developing here, guys. Yes, that's right, F07 was next. Field 09. Field 10. There's the first 10. Let's see if we've got anything we can move. We've got a field 9, we've got a field 5, field 6, field 9 again, and field 10. Oh, I'll fix those. I'll move those when we turn around, so at least I know I've got something in most of those folders, but I wouldn't think that would have been the reason why we lost it. I think it was a courseplay update that for some reason didn't like the fact that those folders were there and decided, nah, I want you to redo it.
I suppose that's half the trouble with being on the bleeding edge of everything.
It's just not that long. Oh, that's alright. Okay, so let's start off with field 09. This one we'll move you with that one in it. Move to folder 9. I believe it's that one. I do it there, don't I? Move to folder 9. Yep. 05. We move you to, funny enough, 05. 6. You can go to 6. 9. Back into 9. And the last one on field 10. We'll go to field 10. Excellent. Well, I've made a start on that. Give that another year and I'll carry on with the rest of it. Oh, of course the blooming arrow's on the way, isn't it? I don't know why it did that. It never used to do that with Courseplay. It didn't matter if you was here. It wouldn't stop you from using the buttons and stuff, but I can't use the buttons when or the accelerator or anything when the mouse is here now.
Which is even more weird because, like, if I was using my Xbox controller, I should be able to completely operate the tracker one-handed while still have the mouse moving around and doing whatever I want.
Yeah, I just, like I said, I used to be able to do it. I don't know why anymore. Contract on field 2 finished. Excellent. Is it? Was that the exact amount in that truck to finish that contract? Because I didn't see any. Hello, you made some money after you finished that contract for selling us some barley. In fact, where is the truck? It's got to be there, I assume. On its way back from.
No, he's still full.
Oh, okay. Oh. And he's not going anywhere either. Okay, so it must have been obviously delivered enough.
I got $2 that he's kinked himself into a jackknife.
That's a pain. Because, hello, I've got stuff in me and I need to be emptied so I can go to the next field in time. But yeah, it must have been we delivered enough crop already. It was just me finishing that last bit of the field off. Alright, well, I'm obviously going to have to give the worker a call and see what's going on with him and then send him off to somebody that's got a better price if it's not where he's going to right now. I'll just get your legs out. Don't go anywhere. I just realised what I've done. It's probably going to roll backwards. It'll be the very first chase in reverse. Chasing the header. I'm actually surprised it didn't.
A really old clip. Somewhere in some established city. I figured it was New York or something like that. Chicago, whatever. Just covered in snow. So of course you got the cop car trying to chase someone in another car, and both of them just sitting there frying their tyres about 3 meters apart from each other. It would have been quicker for the cops just to get out and walk up to the other guy.
And I see what the problem here is. I was going to the same location. There's a truck that's there, and our worker once again can't figure out what to do after emptying the truck. Should I go back to the yard? Should I stay here and charge them for my time for doing nothing? Well, turns out he decided to stay there. Alright, what's got the best price for barley? Well, you might not want to be on the right screen before you do that, buddy. It's the granary. It was the, well, obviously it was the warehouse because we've completed that. So let's go collect. There's another 33 grand. For you, sir, you can stop. And what you can do is we can change you and go to the granary. And this time I'll try and remember that I sent you somewhere so I can move you out of the way. Alright, granary. That's for you, Sunshine. As for you, my good man, we're going to need to figure out you're going to the windmill with oats from field 53. So start off with, let's change that to that, field 53, which would be in between 52 and 54, if memory serves me right. And you were going to, where did I say he was going to? The windmill, wasn't it? I hope that's right. My great memory at work again. Alright, off you go. Straighten your wheels up. There's a good lad. You go sell that stuff at the granary. I will jump back into, if I actually tab the right way, back into here and figure out where the granary is, and I'll go meet him there. Granary's just up the road. Which way is he going to the granary? There's the other question. Is he going to come past me, or is he going to go the other way? Because... oh, he's going to go right across past the grain mill, isn't he? No, well, actually the shop, and then there's across there and run the back way. Right. Forwards helps. I'll go to the granary with this. See if I can't empty it out and then head back to 53 to you. And actually, while I'm driving down to 53, I could probably switch over to you so everyone can enjoy your wonderful harvesting techniques while I go off and make myself a yummy, yummy coffee. No, actually, I'll just make myself an instant coffee.
Is that a subtle hint? You'd like a either an espresso machine or a what do you call them? I want to say a barista machine, but that's not right. Yeah, a coffee drip automated thingy.
Well, I call it a cappuccino maker, cappuccino machine, because that's all I make out of them anyway. But I have one. But the problem is I'm running out of milk, so that's why I didn't have one today, because I would have run out of my milk for my breakfasts in the next 2 days before I go shopping. Well, I've got a spare bottle of milk, but it's not here because I don't have room in my freezer, and they've got a there where you get buy 2 litres for $7. It used to be $6 until COVID turned up. And that's the kicker thing is that's one of our biggest exports is dairy, milk, and we got to pay a horrific price because of that fact that they send it away. And hang on, am I going the right way? Yeah, I am. Yeah, so I freeze one of them. I buy 2 and freeze one because it's obviously cheaper buying 2. You get a discount than buying the 1. So I got 1 in a freezer, but it's not here. It's a little ways from me, but because I've now able to the last couple of shops, or last couple of times, not in a row, but Well, yeah. Anyway, I've been able to buy espresso coffee, which I haven't done in a long time, and because of that, I'm going through my milk at a rather large rate. So now I might have to move up to a 3 litre.
So what you need is to get used to having long blacks.
Well, I do. That's what I have when I instant. But with my cappuccino, I've got to have my frothed milk. Man, I can't live without that. Plus, I've also got a tin of Cadbury's drinking chocolate, Napoleon flavoured, that I was given for free because the person thought they'd actually just buy plain chocolate and didn't like it. And I thought, oh, well, if it's anything like the ice cream, give it to me. Well, I'm sort of hesitant because I usually buy that and sort of sprinkle that on top of the cappuccino. I get the feeling that I ain't going to go, I'll make it fit. I'll get this in here somehow, some way, you know, I should make promises I can't keep. Well, that's all I do is make promises I can't keep, so why stop now?
And here I am like, yeah, if I get a fancy coffee, quote unquote, I'll take a flat white, thanks. I don't mind cappuccinos now and then, but not being much of a coffee person, I'm like, yeah, flat white's nice and easy, or a mocha. Mocha's always good.
Everyone in my family's got a coffee maker for a cappuccino. We love our cappuccinos. No, that I can see issues here. I could see myself getting stuck trying this out.
Maybe you want to put yourself rearwards in first and sort of hook it as the pipe extends.
I want to get an angle where I can get round there and
yeah, so you're going backwards first, and as the pipe's extending, you'd swing the, well, do it that way.
Yeah. My way's always the best.
So. Yes, but my way is more logical to me personally, so therefore it is far superior.
I don't care about superiority and logic, I just care about results, mate, and me being right. More than anything, and anything then more, I got it right that time. Just in time too, because the truck just turned up. Yeah, so anyway, so I got to start buying 3 litre milks on it. Just more money, less money for me to have. Another $1 I can't put towards my $3 a week savings. I'm upgrading my next computer in the next 20 years. And what field you're on? 53?
Yep.
Alright, let's see if we can figure out. I'll give them the opportunity, actually. I'll turn you round back here. And I'll give you the opportunity there, auto drive, to figure out the best way while I go make myself a coffee. There we go. I'll be back in a second. I'll bring up Patrio's screen and hopefully he doesn't black out. Well, the screen, that is, not him. He's bound to black out. We all know that eventually, but as long as we can still see the screen, that's fine. Anyway, and I'll be back as soon as I've made my coffee. My instant coffee. There we go. How's that for a term? It's an instant coffee, but you still got to wait to make it while the water's boiling, and then you've got to stir it. It's not like I want an instant coffee and it's there instantly. So they need to rename it as far as I'm concerned, but I'll be back.
Well, of course, that is, unless he runs himself around with a 8 litre water heating urn. Which, yes, is the thing. You see him at catering tables, of course. Good for soup, too. Well, smooth soups.